In a world full of chaos, two assholes with microphones manage to grab your attention for a split second before you change the channel. But they are your outlet to voice your frustrations. The world's first interactive podcast, that wasn't fact-checked by the way, where the audience can become a guest of the show for whatever reason you choose to do that is beyond me, but presenting your hosts Devin G. Ewert and Patrick Martin.
And we are live. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, and welcome.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
How you doing over there, Patrick?
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. What's this mark on my face?
I don't know, dude.
See?
What happened? Somebody beat you up? Did you beat yourself up?
No, the next door neighbor probably.
I know he wanted to.
He wanted to. That's okay. I don't care.
That's funny.
I can handle his shit.
Yeah, we were running a little behind because he wanted to talk our ear off, and I was like, dude, we gotta go. And we were trying to coerce him into coming on the show. And he's like, what do y'all talk about? Well, we ain't got time to explain. Get up here.
Yeah, we ain't got time. That's why I was trying to get him to hurry up and come up here.
I know, but then still wouldn't have had time. We had to get the camera set up, microphone set up, had to get sound check and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but it would have been. I think it would have been worth it a little bit. You know?
Yeah, I think. Oh my God, it would have been a shit show. That's for sure.
Yeah, would have been. So, but hey, what's the weather like in DFW?
Well, we have a special guest today that's going to present the weather. I'm glad you asked. Like to hear it?
Here we go.
You know, because we have to battle it every single day. And it's high today, folks. Once again, we have to go on a second screen to see where we're at. So we've got a lot going on there. So make sure you're taking your allergy meds. And we're also a lot warmer than we have been the last few days. And we did tell you it was going to get warmer. We topped out right around 87 degrees. That's several degrees above normal for this time of year, which is 81. If you want update on the rainfall situation, we've had no rain today, and we won't see rain until we get into really Sunday. But we are going to, we've done really well with the rain. We are still below normal by about 2 inches of rain, which in the coming days, we can make up for that. So we'll talk about all of that right now. But first, 86 degrees currently at DFW Airport. We've got south-southeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 25. Here's a quick snapshot of your weekend forecast. And really the day that we need to break down more is going to be Sunday, where we have the chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to be a washout. It shouldn't ruin many of your plans, but there are going to be some locations that see higher coverage of rain than others. So I wanted to show you this with a look at the rain coverage map. If you are west of DFW, you may get away with no rain at all. Even some northern spots around DFW may get a few sprinkles or a quick shower, and that's about it. The main focus is going to be from Dallas-Fort Worth to the south and east as we go through the day on Sunday, and it's mainly going to be from noon until the evening hours as this front moves south with the better moisture to tap into down farther to the southeast. And that's also where there is a small potential for a few strong to severe storms. A Storm Prediction Center has put us in a slight risk for the counties that are highlighted in yellow. Dallas-Fort Worth, you're in the marginal risk. I do think that the overall severe threat for Dallas-Fort Worth is very low. I can't rule out an isolated storm that does pop and have winds in excess of 60 miles per hour or hail up to quarter size. I'm not expecting several storms like this, but we do have to keep an eye on it. And that just starts off several days of rain where we're going to have on and off showers and thunderstorms. It won't rain all day every day, but 40% in coverage as we go into Monday, 60% in coverage as we go into Tuesday, and then it starts to move out. So this 30% in coverage, that's going to be for Wednesday morning. So then the majority of Wednesday should be overall dry, but cloudy, but dry. But before that, before it moves out, we could see 1 to 2 inches of rainfall
more
across
rain.
all of
Happy
the
birthday,
Metroplex.
Niels.
Now, higher totals expected for all of East Texas, so 2 to 3 to even 4 inches of rainfall possible in those 3 days that we're going to see that rain chance. Also, a quarter of an inch to an inch farther to the south and west. But still, we welcome any rainfall right now because, you know, we're almost there. It's just hot and dry for every day, and we'll need that rain. So we're happy happy to see it at this point, and May is actually our wettest month of the year. Tonight's forecast, going back over that for you, south winds continue to pump in the warm air and moisture, so a little bit more humid tonight, 64 degrees, breezy, warm and humid tomorrow with more cloud cover throughout the day. Still sun, but not as sunny as the last couple of days, 87 degrees as the high temperature. I wouldn't be surprised if there are several locations across North Texas that reach
87
the 90
tomorrow,
degree mark as we go into
85
tomorrow,
on Sunday,
especially west
Monday
of,
70 degrees.
Wow, look at
DFW.
that,
If you look here as we go into
73,
next week,
55.
along with the rain, much
Hard to believe
cooler
it's freaking
temperatures.
May.
A huge drop between Sunday and Monday, where we'll drop
got
to 70
1, 2,
degrees
3,
Monday
4,
afternoon,
5, 6,
staying in
7
the 60s
days of
as we
rain.
go into Tuesday. Watch these
Yay.
fluctuate a little bit as we move forward, but it's going to be 10 to 15 degrees below normal. It does start to moderate and go back up to where we should be, but it does still look like it's going to be a very unsettled weather pattern all the way through and into at least the next weekend.
Okay.
Oh, and we're back.
All right.
Well, thank you for that weather report.
Yeah. Well, with the weather report being the way that it is,
Yeah.
with in the 70s and the low 50s, and then the lows in the 50s, I predict
What do you predict?
a very bad summer starting in the middle of June.
Bad as in what? Record
Hundreds.
heat wave or what?
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Because the last time it did this,
Uh-huh.
1980. Yes, I'm that old. In 1980.
Oh, you mean the year that I was born? Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Okay. And then in 1980, when we had the ice storm of New Year's Eve, 79 and 80,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had the exact same pattern that we had back then this year, and it's gonna be hot.
Do you think it's going to rain at all, or is it just going to be hot and miserable?
It's gonna be hot and miserable like in 2011.
I'm wondering with all this rain and stuff if it's going to be humid, too.
It's gonna be humid, very humid.
Wonderful.
That's what I think,
That's
and
what
that's
you think.
what I've experienced just in the past. So, because I mean, the big ice storm of '79 was almost. I think that the storm that we had back in February
Mhm.
was a lot worse than what it was in '79 or New Year's of '79. But then we were out of school for 2.5 weeks and had no power for 2.5 weeks.
Oh, dang. So not much has changed, really.
Well, I mean,
Instead of 2.5
it
weeks.
has a little bit because
Yeah.
I mean, we were only here. We're only out of power 4 days,
Yeah.
and that's it. And we actually, me and my sister, parents, we actually lived off of a generator from the guy next door with a extension cord, and we lived off of a Coleman stove.
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
Speaking of electric, didn't you have a story about electricity or something in Denton?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they didn't pay $210 million during the February winter storm, but they were only budgeted at $83 million. So
I heard also that this local Harley Davidson dealership over here in Corinth.
yeah,
They got hit. They have the same energy provider, by the way, as I do. So I come to find that out. I found it kind of ironic. They got hit with a $255,000 electric bill
wow,
for like 1 month. Back when we had that winter storm, ice apocalypse, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
Didn't they actually name that? They actually named it a storm. I forget what the name was. Maybe somebody in the audience can.
cold. It was cold.
It was called cold.
Cold-hearted, cold, relentless. It was nasty, cold.
I think you
So-
established that already.
Yeah, so we can just go ahead and call it Melissa. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll name it X.
X.
Yeah, like all the ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, ex.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, we just call it that. So
Right.
it's okay. I don't care. I don't care if she's watching. So, but anyway, yeah. That's that.
So that was the ice apocalypse electric story.
Yeah, they should do rolling payments like they did rolling blackouts.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm all about, the rolling payments. I get around to it whenever I decide to.
Yeah, like they did.
Whenever they decide to give us power, when they got around to it.
When they got around to it.
When we get around to paying y'all, we'll let you know.
Right. Yeah, why not? I mean, if they can do it to us, we can do it to them. But of course, they have the power to cut us off.
Ironically, they
Yeah.
have the power.
I know.
And they have power. Pun intended.
Mm-hmm. So,
speaking of power and some chaos mixed in, there was a local real life Breaking Bad. This this I guess family out of DeSoto
Decatur. I thought it was Decatur.
Was it Decatur?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
sorry,
Decatur.
Decatur.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, that's even closer.
Right. It's right in the middle of nowhere.
All right.
Yeah.
They basically were distributing and manufacturing a whole slew of drugs. Meanwhile, they were churchgoers and like pillars of the community, and nobody kind of knew what happened. I actually have a story on it, so I'd like to hear it.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Decatur police say inside this well-manicured home that sits in a drug-free zone near a school, they found more drugs from a single bust than they can remember in recent history.
This is kind of a prime example of just kind of a normal-looking family that was, obviously operating a drug house, basically.
Decatur Police Chief Delvin Campbell calls the whole thing shocking. Acting on a tip last week, the chief says his department, along with the Wise County Sheriff's Office and Homeland Security, discovered 13 kilos of a hallucinogenic drug called DMT inside the home, along with meth and marijuana. He says there was a cook operation, too. The value of all of this?
So roughly a street value, 13 kilos of DMT. Street value can range anywhere from $100 to $300 a gram. So you're looking at anywhere $3-5 million.
So far, mother of three, Brooke Melton, has been arrested on drug and child endangerment charges. Her children have been placed in CPS custody, Chief Campbell says, and her husband, Jake Melton, was just picked up by authorities in Oklahoma. An arrest warrant affidavit says Brooke knew her husband Jake was manufacturing controlled substances inside of the residence where her three children under the age of 15 resided. The affidavit says some of the drugs were delivered from Spain.
They attended church frequently, and so it was really kind of a surprise to numerous people,
including the chief himself. In Decatur, I'm Lauren Zakalik.
Dang, man.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Okay, so I mean, if they went to church, what religion were they? I bet you.
You bet what?
They were Baptist.
You think they're Baptist?
Yeah. Sorry for all my Baptist friends. Fundamental, independent, and Southern. Sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But you never know. They could have been Methodist too.
It doesn't say which church they went to.
Of course, it's not going to say what church. They don't want bad publicity from those two idiots. With didn't they said that they had three kids in there too while
Yeah.
they were like making the psychedelic and
Yeah, they had
hallucination drug or whatever.
hallucinogenic.
Yeah, hallucinogenic. Oh, I said it.
Good job.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, so apparently the kids went to CPS. The way they were alerted, from what I read, was there was some kind of a mysterious package that came from Spain. I guess whatever it was I guess used in the manufacturing of DMT. So they kind of red flag radar stuff went off whenever it got delivered, and then of course they watched who I guess intercepted the package. Come to find out it was the wife, so that's why they know, and they held the wife responsible as well, because they were aware that she kind of like helped in, instead of, she was basically, just as guilty as the guy.
As her husband?
As her husband, right?
Yeah. And, that's, it's like we were talking about earlier. I mean, how people people just don't have no damn common sense.
Right.
I mean,
if you're going to do it, go get you a van, an RV, go out in the middle of the desert like they did in Breaking Bad.
yeah, and do it out there. Don't do
Do
it
it out
around
there.
here.
Don't do it around the kids. Don't do it in your house. What's wrong with you?
Right. But, I mean, ever since the pandemic came out, I mean, it's showing everybody's true colors that they're all fucking idiots, you
They
know?
are.
So, I mean, I don't know. You know, I mean, it's hard to explain. Everything is all common sense, and nobody ain't got common sense.
Well, it's no longer common. That's the problem.
Huh. Yeah. It's all of it. I mean,
Speaking of common sense,
never mind. Yeah, what about it?
one of the things that we've always talked about, and I know you and I have talked about, and I'm sure plenty of other people out there, listeners, have also talked about, and that's the ticket quota. You know, that they say that they supposedly, the police and stuff, don't have, quotas to meet, but we all know, like, first of the month, don't drive fast because they're going to be out in full force. And then you also know near the end of the month, like, they're going to be out writing tickets left and right.
Right.
So apparently,
In Richardson,
the
the patrol division for the police department there, they're under review after some officers are saying they're being forced into ticket writing competition. Really?
what?
Ticket.
Writing competition.
Yeah. Why?
Like, so who wins? It ain't us.
Hell no, it's not us. But I mean, sometimes it just makes the higher ranking officers look a lot better to the chief or
Right.
to the city manager or whatever, that, hey, you know what, we're all doing our jobs, we're writing tickets, we're doing this, we're doing that, and that's stupid too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I guess there is actually a state law on the books that says that it's illegal for them to do that. So that's where
Yeah, it
a
is.
lot of officers are now coming forward and stepping forward and saying, hey, like, this is what's going on. Like, it's completely against the law. And actually, here we have a couple clips, or actually a clip of one of the officers saying something.
Some Richardson police officers say they're being forced into a competition to see who writes the most tickets. David Conklin is a veteran Richardson
officer. In my
officer.
opinion, it's almost a little bit more dangerous than having a quota, because you are constantly competing to be better than everyone else.
Conklin and several other Richardson officers who spoke with WFAA say they're being threatened with disciplinary action or low evaluations if they don't comply. Kayla Walker is also a veteran officer.
This time I was threatened the last week that if I don't get my numbers up, then a series of punishments will happen.
The officers say every week the number of tickets they write is posted for everyone on their shift to see, and there's an average given. If an officer falls below the average number of citations, they suffer the consequences.
They're updated every week, and they are laid out so you can see where you stand among everybody else. So you go, man, this week I need to pick it up because look how far below I am this other person.
State law prohibits law enforcement agencies from evaluating, promoting, compensating, or disciplining a peace officer on the number of tickets they write.
Because you cannot base your policing on predetermined citation numbers and arrests. Every situation is different.
WFAA obtained this email from a supervisor to his troops a few months ago. It's
Wow. Yeah, Richardson Police that whole department needs to be shut the fuck down because have you ever had a sales job, Patrick?
Yeah. No.
No?
No.
Well, since you haven't had one, I'll go ahead and describe. The literal exact thing that they're describing is what happens in a sales office. You have a leaderboard, and you have the top salesperson, And since when did the police become salesmen?
Here, ma'am, look at this ticket. It's nice and pink.
Yeah,
Would you like to have
another
it?
one? Hey, we're doing a 2-for-1 special right
Yeah,
now. If you
yeah.
get this one, we'll go ahead and give you a second one.
Yeah, right. We can do that.
Right? Oh, your taillight's out.
Yep.
Yeah, that just lays the groundwork for corruption. And that is already
Oh, yeah, it
corrupt.
does.
You know what I mean? Because now they're going to look for something, and if they don't find something,
Uh-huh.
they'll make something. Yeah, sir, you crossed the double white lines. There is no double white lines.
There's only that one single.
Exactly.
There's one single white line coming off of an on-ramp.
And I snorted
or,
it. I mean, I
Yeah. Coming off the on-ramp or getting off the freeway. Sorry, I had to burp.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That tidbit of advice.
Sorry.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't eat like 15 minutes before podcast.
No, it's just, no, I
like-
only ate an hour, man.
Oh, it was an hour?
Yeah.
It's like a swimming pool, right?
Yeah, it was
Can't go swim in an hour after you eat.
Yeah.
But what we can say?
It was all full of jalapenos and everything. The
You're
salad.
burping up jalapenos? That does not sound pleasant.
Mm-mm.
Does it burn going up as it does go down?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, damn.
But you know what?
What's that? The
The pull-
Prilosec ain't working?
No, the Prilosec is working.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, it's, it's mild. It's just when I have to burp, I have to burp. I can't hold it.
No?
Yep.
It'll explode.
Mm-hmm.
Jalapenos and everything go everywhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on. Did Brent say something? Yeah, Brent said something. Is that in Texas? Here, let me put it. I'll put it. Oops, that was the wrong one. My bad. Yeah, Brent, that wasn't Texas. It's in Richardson. That's north of Dallas. Yeah, Richardson's north
Yes.
of Dallas. Yeah.
Yes, Richardson is located by Plano. So, yes, it is in
Yeah.
Dallas, or in Texas, I mean.
Yeah, so not only do y'all have crooked police departments in Florida, we got them in Texas too.
Yeah, y'all don't own the crooked cops.
There's a lot in Dallas.
I was
just
gonna say, I was like,
There's
you
a
know
lot
what?
in Dallas.
I bet you if they did this in Dallas, it's even worse.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot in Dallas. There's a lot in freaking Houston, and I bet you there's quite a bit in Austin too, since Austin has gotten so big.
Right.
And I don't want to say anything about Fort Worth. Fort Worth is probably, in my opinion, one of the best departments.
Well, they did have some corruption in there.
Well, they did, but you know that what's her face?
Betsy.
Yeah, Betsy Price.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see how that came up?
I just gave you her name.
I
All you
know,
had to
but
do
you
is fill
said
in the
Betsy.
blank.
I know Betsy, and then I said Price.
Well, there's not many other Betsies out there. Do you know of another?
Yeah.
Who? Don't say Betty White.
No, Dawn and Gabe's daughter
Is Betsy?
is Betsy, but she's up in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
But you don't know her last name. Whereas Betsy Price, you do.
no, I don't know, but I don't know Dawn and Gabe's daughter's last name, but I think she's married. Anyway, Betsy Price. Betsy Price.
Squirrel.
She got rid of all that corruption, man.
Yeah, she did.
And
she
I
fired.
mean-
I think didn't she fire the police chief and a couple other a lot of people? Yeah.
She fired the police chief, and then there was the interim. I can't remember his name, but I mean, after that one cop walked up to that one girl's window and just didn't. He said that he identified himself as a cop, but I doubt it. Shot that girl, the black girl.
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor? Is that it?
No, that wasn't.
No, Breonna Taylor is in Kentucky, I think. So anyway,
Uh-huh.
she got rid of him, and he was charged with murder.
Mm-hmm.
And so they hired they hired a chief, and then Chief Chief Krause
Uh-huh.
went back down to assistant chief or whatever. But I think that the Fort Worth PD is Dallas should learn from them. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a lot of other people out there that just don't like cops. Period.
I just looked up that the police chief who was fired in Fort Worth, and it turns out he won on appeal, so he gets to retire.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Oh yeah. So
He was charged basically with inability to effectively lead, and that's why he was fired. And
there you go.
They and
It wasn't Krause.
Huh?
It wasn't Krause.
No, this was Joel Fitzgerald.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
2019 looks like.
Right. And then Chief Krause was interim chief, and then they hired another one. Betsy hired another one,
Mm-hmm.
and
Gotcha.
so.
Yeah, you don't really hear too much what's going on in Fort Worth.
Oh no, you don't.
But
because
that did kind of make some airwaves.
Yeah, but I mean, but also, it's like I said, Fort Worth, I think, has really gotten their shit together, and then of course the way that they responded to the big pileup on 35 in February,
Yeah.
they responded fast, and that was good.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Dallas should take a lesson from Fort Worth,
Mm-hmm. Take some notes.
Yep. Or they can take some notes from Course Canner.
Can't be a podcast without having Court Scanner.
Yeah. Take some notes from Chief Robert Johnson. Robert, if you just happen to watch, hello. Bye. Hello.
Speaking of things going on in Texas, what's going on with the permits or lack thereof?
Oh, the permits?
With the guns.
Well, they're permitless carry bill, and it's heading to Abbott's desk, and Abbott will sign it, and he will.
We know he will. So just to catch you guys up who are kind of new or may have not been following what's going on, basically there was a bill that was presented that went through Congress and went through the Senate, basically allowing the ability to carry without a permit, and that is concealed or open carry, is what my understanding is. And Abbott had already proposed that as soon as it goes through the steps that he will sign it immediately. So we're literally on the edge of something that's
going back to the wild west.
Wild west, and we're going to be the first ones to do it, so it's going to be some crazy
and
shit.
everybody else is going to follow suit. New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arizona, where Tombstone is.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting.
Yep. Nevada.
I'm really interested to see what happens with the crime rate and what happens with the murder rate, because the murder rate has been going up since everything's been lifted.
It's probably going to go down, I bet.
That's kind of what I'm wondering.
It's going to go down.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting.
It's going to go down because
the amount of theft is going to go down.
Right. But I mean, because you know how Texans are with their property and everything. Get the hell off my property, or I'll put a bullet in your head.
Right.
So, and it's the
what about, because
it's the castle doctrine too.
I was just going to say, didn't the current castle doctrine, like if somebody tries to basically steal your stuff, you can
you can shoot them.
So like if somebody
in your yard.
Yeah. Well, what happens if somebody, like if you're out, somebody jacks like your purse or whatever? I'm not saying you, but I'm saying a female's. Is there a way she can pull out a gun and defend herself?
Well, wouldn't the gun be in her purse?
Not necessarily.
Oh yeah, well it could be behind her back or whatever in a holster, and she could pull it.
Yep.
And, if he
because
keeps
that's
going,
part of the law says you can, possession. So that means like your car too. So if somebody tries to carjack you, you can legally defend yourself.
Right. Yeah. You could do that. You could do that with your car. You can do that because that was recently done in Arlington, Texas.
What was originally done?
I can't.
Are you talking about somebody using the castle doctrine?
Yeah, for their car, because they were trying to be, they were being carjacked, and they pulled a gun on the guy, and the guy ran away. And I'm trying to remember if it was Arlington or Irving or Dallas. I can't.
Well, I know for a fact there was a warehouse in Dallas that had been repeatedly vandalized and broken into, and the owner of it, since the castle doctrine whatever got passed, he actually shot and killed 4 people. Not all at the same time, mind you.
Wow.
Somebody came in, broke in, he shot him and killed him. Then somebody broke in again a few months later, he shot and killed him. This happened 4 times before finally word got out on the street that, hey, you break in this guy's place,
Right.
you ain't walking out.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, but then you never really heard anything, because of course, no matter what happens, you still have to go to trial. You still have to go through all the whole headache and everything else. So yeah, I mean, just because you can, you're still gonna have to go through due process and everything else. So it's not a complete free for all.
Right. Right.
So I have a feeling that same thing's gonna happen whenever this gets, to fruition.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna look at it from all different sides and everything, and I mean, if it was justified, where you're protecting your property, you're protecting yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's all just gonna disappear.
Yeah.
Like a lot of celebrity stuff does.
Like celebrity stuff.
Yeah.
Like what disappears?
All their charges and everything.
Oh yeah, well that's because they have a lot of money and they have high-powered lawyers to make stuff go away.
Okay.
That's what that is.
That's true. All right. Well, and then tensions boil at UT over the Eyes of Texas, where students are refusing to work.
So now they're blaming it on the Eyes of Texas?
Again, no common sense.
Yeah.
And they did check it. They did check the Eyes of Texas, the fight song for UT, and the school board, school president, and all that. They came back and they said there's nothing racist about it.
Really?
Yeah, there's nothing racist about it. Now these kids, of course, we all know that they're probably millennials. These kids just need to, just go about their way and do what they need to do, work, make money, and just keep to themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say any more about it because
It just seems like everybody's finding anything to bitch about. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, what can we bitch about next?
oh yeah, that's what it is. I mean, everybody is finding everything they can to bitch about anything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ridiculous. It really is. So,
What's going on in the national news? Got a thing?
oh yeah, there's a Florida Army vet that he survived Afghanistan and everything, but unfortunately he was gunned down at his daughter's 4th birthday.
How the hell does he get? Hey, what could possibly go on at a 4-year-old's birthday that would involve guns?
Not a clue.
I mean, it is Florida. I get it, but
Not a clue. I don't know.
mean, yeah, like
And that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad that you have a veteran, you have that's done like maybe let's say 2 or 3 tours to Afghanistan or to Iraq or to anything like that, and then come back to your homeland, and this is where you fucking get killed.
right.
Not there.
Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah, it says he was shot 3 times. That's crazy.
in front of his daughter.
And it happened. They said it happened. It literally happened in a matter of seconds. Like it just like.
Unless he was mixed up with something, but I don't know. I saw the picture of the guy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like he would be mixed up in all kinds of bullshit.
Nope.
You know? Product placement. But everything is so damn depressing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we need to bring Dan in.
Why, to lighten things up?
Well, you know, or bring somebody in from.
I'm afraid he might moon the camera like he did us earlier.
Yeah.
That I can never unsee.
No, I can't.
Oh my god.
I can't either.
I'm gonna have nightmares. Ah!
No, I don't want to see his ass. But and then I almost called it.
You the hoe?
I almost called it. I'm a hoe.
I'm a hoe.
That's what I almost called it. I'm a hoe. You know, so. But yeah, the Idaho school shooting investigators looking into reports claiming suspect posted a video on TikTok. She was a little 6th grader. So what the hell is a 6th grader doing with a fucking gun?
Right. Into a middle school.
Yeah.
Said that she wounded 3 people after opening fire.
Oh, really?
And they are looking into reports claiming that she posted that video on social media in the days before the attack.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
What the hell is a 6th grader doing with a damn gun? Before you know it, there's going to be a 5th grader, 4th grader, 3rd grader.
Right.
No, I don't want to get into that. Because it's... I don't know. I think her parents should be held accountable for that one. I think so. So... yeah.
During the shooting, a teacher disarmed the student and detained her until law enforcement took her into custody. Well, that's good. At least somebody was able to stop and detain her, you know, before anything worse happened.
Yeah. Yep.
Happy, joyous.
I mean, it used to be safe to be at school.
Yeah, and they did all these safeguards, you know, with the no, drugs, no guns on on campus, whatever, with the signs and everything, and the whole DARE program, and yeah, clearly all that shit ain't working.
No, Well, the chief of Euless Police, yeah, he used to be our high school police officer, Mike Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me, Chief Mike Brown. There you go, Mike.
He earned that title.
Yeah, he did earn it. He's a good guy, actually, too. Yeah. And then Captain Gary Landers. Yeah, he's a cool guy, too. So, if y'all are watching, see, I think y'all are cool. And that's it. Yeah. So, but what's DeSantis saying about the Floridians?
I don't know. You're always like following the DeSantis drama.
Well, shit. I mean, he's a good governor.
Yeah,
I think he is. Well, anyway, he's telling Floridians.
there for
that's receiving unemployment benefits. Y'all need to start looking for a job.
Y'all bitches better start working.
Yeah, I mean, go out and earn. Don't sit on your ass and collect from everybody else that's working.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Republican statement?
Could be.
It's not. It's common sense statement. Because if you really, really want something,
well, okay. So let's
you go out and earn it, and you would appreciate it a lot more.
Let's play devil's advocate here. I know.
All right.
There's always, like you always say, there's two sides to the story.
Yeah, there's two sides to every story. There is. It's true.
Okay. I don't agree with that.
Actually,
by the way,
yeah, there is.
there's four sides.
Three,
Four.
2.
4.
Okay, go ahead.
So, basically what's happening is a lot of these businesses that people were employed at do not exist anymore. So it's not like they can go back to a job, that is no longer there. There's so many companies and there's so many businesses, especially in the restaurant business and stuff like that, that these companies don't, they're no longer there physically. Patrick, squirrel,
Yeah.
focus. Hello, we got a podcast going. Hi.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at Willow.
She's still there.
I know.
She'd still be there probably in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Probably
okay.
another
Well,
30. She might
it's
still
like
be
she was doing some stuff I've never seen her do before.
Jumping jacks,
No. Just
powerlifting.
she must be dreaming.
She probably is.
She's
Moving her
jerking.
paws?
She's
She's
jerking.
Is she going? Burp, 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 burp?
No, her eyes and her paws. She's jerking. And
Oh yeah, I see it. She's trying to play the piano, man.
yeah, but she worried me when I fucking saw that.
Nah, she does it all the time.
I didn't know. Look at that. She looked like she's growling and shit.
She's probably on the hunt.
Wow.
I wish I could grab one of these cameras and turn it down there so you could see.
Wow. Okay. Because it really looked kind of like a seizure to me. But anyway, stand by one.
All right, we're good.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
I was just concerned.
well, speaking of the jobs thing, so I don't know if you heard, but the jobs report came out, and there was so I think it was last time the jobs report came out, it was like 700,000, and then when this one came out, it was like 266,000. So they're like going, what happened? Like, why is it less than half of what it was, previous?
Right.
So that being said, they're starting to realize how many businesses went under. They're starting to realize is that there's nowhere to go.
Right.
There's places that close their doors. Like, perfect example. Look at my employer. It was a huge telecom, and they decided to sell the company. So that position in that company and everything else is no more. So
And that sucks, man. It really.
yeah, and it's fucking horrible for people like me because it's like, okay, now you get used to a certain pay scale and certain comfort of being and everything else, and now you're doing unemployment where you're not even making a fraction of, like, you can't even afford to pay for your fucking house, let alone your insurance on that house or your insurance on your cars or your car payments if you have any, and all that sort of stuff. The electric bill, the water bill. Especially with this whole ice apocalypse thing, with everybody getting, $700 to $1,000 on up electric bills, which I was one of. They were nice enough to give me a couple of those. It just makes it that much harder. And unemployment for people that are in that certain bracket, doesn't pay shit. Now, for the people that are working in the restaurant business and stuff, yeah, they don't have any incentive, which is what we were talking about outside. They don't have any incentives to go back to work because they did a study and they broke down what the unemployment rate breaks down to. That's $16 an hour. Well, who wants to go work for $8, $10 an hour when you can not work and get $16 an hour from unemployment? It logically, something's got to give, and these employers need to understand that you're not going to get these employees back, for the rates that you're used to paying. You're going to have to open up your pocketbooks and pay more, and that's just the unfortunate nature. And it really fucking irritated me when I saw these casino owners that were saying, well, we can't afford to pay more for our employees, so we're just going to have to deal with what we got.
But we all know that's horseshit because they make billions a day.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait, you can't afford to pay your damn employees? No wonder they don't want to work for you. Like, I I don't blame them. Like I don't sure as shit don't feel sorry for you because you're an idiot. Once again, common sense is no longer common, and I don't care how much money you make, you're still an idiot. That doesn't make you smart.
Right.
It just shows the spotlight's on you, and your idiotness is shining through. I just made that word up.
Yeah. it just so and it show. I can go on and on.
You mean kind of like I just did?
Yeah, I can.
We'll do it. That's why we have microphones in front of us.
I know. I can go on and on and on about, corporate and all that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They need to take care of their employees.
They do.
They need to take care of their employees and their former employees.
Yep.
That's how I see it. And how it all used to be like back in the day. I know times are different, and it's 30 years later or 20 years later. I know times are different. And it's just as years gone along, they just got basically greedier and greedier and greedier and greedier and count each bean, and then, you turn in from an employee to a fucking number, an employee number, and, oh, who is this again? Oh, okay, this is employee number 642864. Oh, okay. All right. I'll get back to you.
Well, and that's the biggest challenge, and the hardest part is that everybody in the entire company is replaceable. You know what I mean? Even from the CEO on down.
Everybody's replaceable. It doesn't matter how long you've been there. It doesn't matter how long.
Yeah. It's all unfortunate, and it's all about the numbers, and it's a numbers game, and that's what I used to just get completely frustrated and pissed off at these financial analysts who basically, I don't know what set of numbers, and I've always asked them, hey, show me the set of numbers that you're looking at that gets you the evaluation that you've come to. Because I've worked on projects where they were evaluating a $6 to $9 million, growth, and I'm like going, there's no startup in the world that makes $9 million the first year. I would love to see your numbers.
Hey, everybody out in podcast land, you let our podcast hit 9 million? That'd be good.
Yeah, our financial analyst says we're going to hit 9 million. Shit, I wish.
I could be the financial analyst and just say we're going to hit 1,000.
Well, yeah. I mean, our numbers and stuff we're doing.
No, they're doing good.
Yeah.
I think they're doing all right.
But at least we don't have an analyst over here saying, yeah, we're going to do 9 million.
Dan was here. Dan would say something. Okay,
Right.
Wait a minute, man. Let me tell you something. Here's the story.
No, he'd be filling us full of shit.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hear his story. But yeah, it's just. I mean, I think that everybody should be. Do I agree with the minimum wage going up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that.
Honestly, I don't think they have a choice at this point.
But they're not going to do it.
You want to hear my take and what I think is going to happen?
What?
All these refugees and all these people that are coming across, they're going to come work in those jobs for pennies on the dollar.
Yep.
And they're going to hire them because hire somebody at $2 an hour
Or hire somebody.
or at $15 an hour. Ooh, I can get how many people for $2 an hour? I can get 7 fucking people for the cost of 1.
Right.
This is exactly what's going to happen, people. I'm literally telling you right now.
Because they're going to come in, they're going to take all the jobs.
Yep. And then everybody's going to be pissing and moaning that the job market.
I can't find a job. Well, you should have went out there before all these other people showed up.
Yep.
Because
now you got competition.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what that the CEO of that casino was basically inferring, is that it'll work itself out. Meaning he's probably going to go get $2 an hour labor and this, that. And
so what type of what nationalities are on cruises?
Malaysians, majority.
Hey, Lena. What
That all came to
what
light.
did you say?
Malaysian.
Malaysian,
Mhm.
Filipino.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're making. How much are they making?
Oh yeah, it's like 3,000 for a family of 30. Yeah, it's peanuts on the dollar.
Yeah, but I
don't
they're
know if you
making.
know this or not, but it all came to light when the pandemic happened and they couldn't sail anymore, right? You heard what happened. They started offloading all of the crew onto different vessels, and then they eventually had one vessel that went all the way back to Malaysia to drop
Right.
all of them off.
Right.
But
Yeah.
they had to meet basically, and here's the other thing: so they couldn't meet at a port, right? Because they had to pay port fees.
Right.
So what they did is they met out in the middle somewhere and said, "Hey,
In the middle of the ocean.
middle of the ocean, like, hey, let's offload some people," and did all that. So it's kind of like all this stuff is coming to light.
Uh-huh.
You learn how messed up even the cruise line industry is.
Okay, so what's the what's a base salary for one of the Malaysians or one of the Filipinos?
I'm not sure. So I think they pay by the season.
They pay by the season. I thought they
Yeah.
paid by the boat
No, by the season.
or by the trip.
No, because they stay on the entire time. So they're basically the whole entire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I should have done my research on that one. I didn't know that was going to come up.
I only know
because of.
I watched it, so
Well, yeah, just because of.
it was very interesting.
Yeah. Because I mean, you have all these nationalities on the boat
Mm-hmm.
or on the cruise ships, and you don't know. How much they get on each boat, or on each trip.
Right.
Because I thought they were paid by each trip.
No. They basically rent them for the entire season, the cruise line season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't.
That's
know
what
that.
I've. That's what
I
I've
didn't know
gathered.
that.
I mean, we could find one maybe.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I thought it. I thought that they were paid. They were paid from from dock to dock.
No, because they stay on the boats. It's only the passengers that get off the boats. If you ever watch, you ever notice?
Now I'm curious. I really am.
Why? Do you want to go work for them now?
No, I don't want. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to,
Trust me, because if you saw it, you'd probably be like, "Holy shit!" Because you break it down by the 6-month journey or however long they're on those boats. So I don't know if you know this or not, but a lot of the Caribbean boats, they kind of stay around that area for that whole season. Then they migrate towards like Europe and stuff like that. So in Malaysia and all that. That's when they go back home. What?
Okay, so the majority of the positions are based on an hourly wage on the boat.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And most employment opportunities on a cruise earn up to $1,200 to $1,500 a month. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are, though, a large number of positions that can make as much as $2,500 a month, equating to $13 an hour.
I've heard it's even less than that, but yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard it's even less. That
sucks.
They're being modest in those claims. Those are like positions that are probably you physically see, not the ones you don't see. You know what I'm talking about?
And
like
probably
public-facing jobs,
and
right?
probably the people behind the scenes,
right?
That's probably getting a lot less.
That's what I'm saying.
So
they're going by the average, basically, of what you see.
Than like a purser or a cruise
host,
director, or
right?
captain or whatever. The driver.
Basically, the people that are wearing uniforms that are walking around.
The driver.
The driver.
The driver on the bridge. Hello, this is the driver on the bridge, Captain. So, no, I was just curious. I mean, you had me.
And what cruise line?
You actually had me thinking. Looks like they are for Royal, Carnival, and Princess.
Yeah, so Carnival was the one that I knew.
So they don't want to hire any Americans.
No, they don't want to hire Americans.
They don't want to hire any Americans.
No.
Just Malaysians and Filipinos and Hispanics and.
They complain less. They don't have podcasts where they bitch and moan.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know that they complain less.
Nobody's gonna hear them when they do.
Fuck this. Sorry, I wasn't making fun of anybody. I mean, I was just throwing it out there. I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not racist.
Not trying.
I'm definitely not racist. Only if y'all knew.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, all right. So what's next?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, we can talk about India.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's going on in India?
Ooh, I think everybody knows what's going on in India.
Yeah, we do. It's very, very sad and unfortunate.
Yep. Very sad. That was almost like a Brazil top, Italy, Brazil, or South America top stuff that's going on. I think they reported 235,000 deaths today.
Wow.
Yeah. And Gandhi warns explosive COVID wave threatens India and the rest of the world. There has been some new variants showed up in the UK, and from what I heard, they had some show up in Houston too. That's what I heard.
They said that brings the total to more than 21.4 million COVID-19 infections. That's how many they have.
Wow. And everybody,
so that's basically 10%.
And everybody has been bitching about us.
Mm-hmm. Well, my dad.
We are lucky compared to them.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to South America, compared to Italy, compared to the UK, compared to France, Spain, we are very, very, very lucky.
I find it weird that it's just now hitting them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how it went from Spain, Italy, and then kind of like went to us.
Right.
And then went down to South America.
I think it came
and
to
then
us
it kind of
first.
Well, it didn't come to us first. We all know it came from China, so it couldn't have came here first.
No, I'm saying from China to here.
You think it came here first?
Yeah, I think it came here first through Seattle.
I don't know about Seattle, but
Seattle was bad. That was the first. Or Washington State.
Uh-huh.
That was the first one that got hit really hard in March of 20, and then New York got hit.
Mm-hmm.
After that, and then it just went east and west and north and south from both of them, and then just eventually came here.
Yeah, it's just so weird that like it's obviously it's really still bad in Brazil, and then obviously with India, it's like horrific.
Yeah.
And like I was saying a minute ago, my dad actually has offices in India, and some of his coworkers have actually passed away. So, I mean, he's saying it's really, really bad. He's got a lot of coworkers and stuff that have lost their lives. Because there's a lot of telecom, there's a lot of IT, there's a lot of
there's
companies and stuff that work,
in India.
Have
the car warranty places too.
Oh, fuck. Those motherfuckers.
The car warranty places. Oh my God, they're going to be shut down.
Oh fuck.
And I'm getting
I don't know.
less and less calls.
I was gonna say I haven't got one of those calls in a while.
maybe they all caught COVID.
Shit.
I mean, that would be sad if they did.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they all caught it and they're sick and all that, and they get on the phone. Oh, I've been trying to reach you. I need to breathe. Hold on.
Dude, that's so fucking wrong.
Reach you for your extended car warranty.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
You're going straight to hell for that.
God, forgive me. Forgive me, God. There.
Oh, man. You know that rocket that's fucking falling out of the sky is probably going to land on your fucking head. And you know it's going to have a note. We've been trying to reach you about your extended car warranty.
I thought these dudes weren't doing very good in India. No, but seriously, I hope everything gets straight in India, and I really hope that there's not any more, any more people that get sick and really seriously, that's how I am, because I know that if I got it, if I caught it or whatever, yeah, that'd be the end of me. I know it would be. And I would just have to punch my ticket, slide my time card. Seriously. So, I'm sorry if I offended anybody, if I said, about the...
all the Karens right now are just like writing letters to their congressman.
About Patrick Martin.
Martin.
Yeah, talking about the car warranty people in Indian. Martin. You want my social? Sorry, not giving it to you.
Car warranty people, that's a good segue for my next story.
What is that?
We got a little segment called recalls.
Oh, Hyundai.
Yeah, Hyundai has recalled 390,000 vehicles. So maybe they should have had the extended car warranty.
Hey, Hyundai's got a pretty good warranty. Well,
they did. Do they still have that?
I think
100,000 mile whatever bumper?
I think they do. Toyota's got the shittiest, but up to 50,000. But
is it 50? I thought it was 30.
No, it's 50,000 or 7 year. 50,000 or 7 years, whichever hits first.
Got you.
Oh, come on. You know the 50,000 is going to hit first before 7 years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially the way we drive around here.
Right.
Yeah, so here's the clip to let you guys know on what's been recalled, because it looks like a lot of their lineup has.
Hyundai is recalling more than 390,000 cars in North America over concerns of engine fires. The company is telling some people to park outside until they can get the problem fixed. More than 203,000 Santa Fe Sport SUVs made in 2013 to 2015 are being recalled. The rest of the cars included in the recall are 2020 Elantras and 2019 through 2021 Konas and Velosters. Hyundai says that it plans to notify the drivers affected next month.
I'm just kidding.
We're back on. We're back on.
Damn.
I gotta get my headset. Okay.
Sorry, we were just
talking about my car warranty thing.
His car warranty thing. He's wondering if it's expired.
I hope mine's not expired. I don't want it to be.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to quit paying for mine. So my car better not fall apart.
No, I'm not talking about the actual car warranty. I'm talking about my warranty.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh, that warranty.
That warranty.
I don't think that comes with a warranty.
It does come with the warranty.
So in this recall that I'm going to talk about, this one, I actually applaud the CEO, because he did something that no other company has probably ever done in the history of companies. He actually admitted fault. So the recall that I'm talking about, this is Peloton. So anybody y'all own Peloton? I know a lot of y'all did because of the whole COVID thing, being locked up, cooped up. You probably bought yourself a Peloton. Well, there's recalling a ton of those too. So here's the story on that.
Tonight, Peloton is recalling all of its treadmills, and the CEO is apologizing after a child was killed by one of the exercise machines and dozens more injured. CBS's Anna Werner has been following this story.
Video of a 2-year-old boy in Northern Virginia being dragged under the 455-pound Tread Plus alarmed parents and regulators, who last month warned consumers with children to stop using the machine. At the time, Peloton's CEO said he had no intention of recalling the treadmill. But in a statement today, John Foley said Peloton made a mistake in our initial response to the Consumer Product Safety Commission's request that we recall the Tread Plus. We should have engaged more productively with them from the outset. For that, I apologize. The boy in the video survived, but another 6-year-old child was killed. Brandon Ratliff's daughter was injured.
Her leg got pulled underneath the actual treadmill, and it dragged her under. And thank goodness I was in the room.
The CPSC says there have been more than 70 incidents to date.
Is it true that the agency was getting ready to sue them?
We were looking at all of our options, and on something that we consider very serious.
Some 125,000 Tread Pluses were sold. The company will give full refunds to consumers through November 6th of 2022. Anna Werner, CBS News, Berkeley, California.
Wow, they're going to do a full refund? Damn.
To everybody, huh?
Yeah, dude, that company's going to be at a loss. Because they're going to have to pay for the shipping. They're going to have to pay for the disposal. And
Well, they should have thought about
offering-
that when it was time.
But why didn't they offer a solution? That's the thing. Like, the solution could have been put a guard around it, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you saw the back track is exposed. I mean, simple guard around it, some kind of a metal shield or some kind of mesh or something around it to prevent a child from going under it or even sticking anything in there. I'm like, it seems to me like a common, like, it's like an oversight on their design engineer's part. But then it's a easy fix as far as the engineering and as far as the product itself. But to go ahead and, recall all of them and give them a full refund and no exchange or anything, that's kind of, that company's going to be operating at a loss.
Well, yeah.
But according to their latest sales numbers and stuff, they're actually operating at a higher percentage than what they predicted. So I'm kind of like going, that's where the investment in the stock market and all that sort of stuff is just like, makes no fucking sense.
Right.
They got no products. They literally just said we're recalling all of them.
Yeah.
But yet they hit record numbers. How does that work again? Doesn't make no damn sense.
There's normally guards on at the end of the treadmills, aren't there?
Usually, yeah, there's like a curved plastic piece. But if you noticed in that video, where that child was and stuff, that was completely exposed.
Right. Right. That's what.
And why?
I just took a quick glance.
Why was somebody videoing and not stopping this from happening? Like, that, to me, is bad fucking parenting. I'm not going to sit there and hold a damn phone while my kid gets sucked into a damn treadmill. Like, what the fuck? Like, somebody was clearly trying to make a payday. Like, that's the whole reason why they filmed that. And they let that happen.
Yeah.
That's just, that's disturbing.
That's what it's about nowadays, man. Free money.
It's all about that free money. It goes back to the unemployment, goes back to the other stories.
Yeah, I know. That's all these people want is free money. And they try to find a reason to do that. Or to file a lawsuit,
Speaking of money,
what
leads us into the next segment, which is the business section. Mark Cuban says your favorite there, Dogecoin.
I thought it was Dogecoin.
Dogecoin, Doja.
Whatever.
Will hit $1 and become a stable coin.
Made as a joke.
A joke.
Doja, and it's going to hit $1.
Yes.
Yeah, I have 900 shares.
And you hear what they're saying is that it's going to be used as trade. So, like, instead of us using $1, it's going to be used as transaction. Because they say with Bitcoin, it has it's harder to use as a payment, system.
Right.
But they're saying because of the way the Doja coin
yeah,
is that it's easier to transact with, so it's easier to make payments. It's easier to the Goldman Sachs, I think it was, today announced they're going to start using
Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. They're really putting a lot of money and a lot of energy into that. Goldman Sachs is. So yeah, it's just.
There's already some stores around the Denton area that already uses Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
And they're eventually going to get rid of
what?
Everybody's currency.
You can't get rid of everybody's currency. How the hell you gonna pay for shit?
Was that stupid?
That was stupid.
Okay, that was stupid.
I mean, how else?
Hey, you know what? I'm admitting it. That was stupid. I was thinking it, and it just came out.
No, that's good. I thought you were gonna have some kind of like research behind it. Like, It's not gonna.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have one world currency anyway.
Well, that's
eventually.
what the crypto thing is because
So it's all gonna
Yeah.
all of our currency is gonna go away, and then we're gonna start using crypto.
right.
That's what I was referring to.
Well, that's not what you said, but
What did I say?
there's not gonna be any currency.
No.
Crypto is
maybe,
a currency.
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
But no, never mind. It's okay.
No, you misspoke.
I
know what you
I
meant.
was thinking a certain way in my mind,
Uh-huh.
and it just, I guess it just came out the wrong way. Where,
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah. And then Melinda Gates. Ooh.
Yeah, this is a good. So earlier I posted this story up in our little document thing, and Patrick was like, "What the hell? What Melinda Gates? Why is this in our news thing?" Well, apparently it just came out that Melinda Gates was upset and uncomfortable with Bill Gates after he's had a long-going relationship, Bill Gates, with Jeffrey Epstein.
He didn't hang himself.
And by the way, yeah, he didn't kill himself.
Yeah. And he's not dead.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the real reason why she left him, because he's still alive and he's harboring him.
That's true.
Who else? He's friends with him. He's got billions.
Mm-hmm.
If a few million go missing, anybody gonna know?
And the Clintons have been really quiet.
All right.
So whatever.
Yeah, so Bill Gates and Epstein met several times from 2011 to 2013. So it's going to be interesting, and I'm wondering with what's her name that's in jail, if there's going to be some information. Plus, wasn't Bill Gates? He
Maxine.
Was on Maxine, yeah.
Maxine. Is it Maxine?
Yeah, I think it is Maxine. And with all the flight logs and everything else, like his name's been on that.
So is Clinton's.
Yeah. So maybe she's like, hey,
Prince Andrews.
If we're gonna be, this high and mighty couple that's gonna try to save the world, then
maybe we shouldn't trust him.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust Bill Gates.
I've hated Microsoft and Bill Gates, and this is on the record, since I was a little kid. That's why I told my dad never to work for Microsoft. That's why he never worked for y'all.
Right.
One thing he listened to me. He's worked for every one of your competitors.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, which is funny because, the company he works for now, I remember when he first started working for him, I was like, why the hell are you working from them? Nobody gives a shit about data.
That sounds like your mom.
No, I mean, because...
Why are you working for them? Nobody gives a shit about data.
And ironically, that was before I got into data. And I got, knee deep and,
Right.
Then I realized the importance of data.
Yeah, it's important on phones.
And then speaking of data, this is going to be a pretty good one. Google is going nuclear against Roku. Basically what happened is they were in negotiation. What are you pointing?
Yeah, okay, Chris. Sorry, squirrel. Squirrel. Chris made me have a squirrel moment. Yeah.
He doesn't know which one to pick. He's got squirrels.
I got Scotch, 12-year-old Scotch. I got Crown Apple.
Yep.
Jim Beam Apple, and Fireball.
Fireball.
And then I got Crown.
Damn, you be looking like an alcoholic over there,
Caramel. And then I got
Bailey's.
Oh, sorry.
Chris, look what you started.
See, Chris, look what you started, man. God. No, it's okay. It's all right. So go ahead. Go ahead about the story. Sorry.
Google and Roku have been in negotiation talks or whatever. Because obviously Roku owns the physical device, right? And Google owns the asset being YouTube or YouTube TV. Well, Google said, you know what? You already have YouTube on your device, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to slip in YouTube TV into the YouTube app. So now in the settings and stuff, where it shows your profile and all that shit,
Right.
it says go to YouTube TV, and they click on that, and so they figured out a way around Roku's, and without having to pay for the licenses agreements and everything else for hosting an actual native YouTube TV app. It's kind of ingenious, but at the same time, it's shady as fuck.
Oh yeah, it is.
But here's the funny thing. So what interests me even more about this story is how Roku, who doesn't do anything other than having the device that all the platforms are on, right?
Right.
And how they've grown exponentially, and how they're killing Fire Stick, they're killing Apple, they're killing all of their competition.
Right.
They don't have any streaming service. Like, they don't have, they don't have content. You know what I mean? Like, Apple TV has content, right?
Yeah.
Amazon has content. Netflix has content. So their money is all tied from the content and advertisers and all that sort of stuff, right?
Right.
Roku ain't got any of that shit.
Yeah.
All they do is
just sell the device.
The device to put your shit on. And here's where they're really ingenious. They partnered with all these TVs to include Roku and have a Roku TV, right?
Right.
So that now everybody could access all of the streaming services through Roku.
Right.
So even the big powerhouses, which I find hilarious, that like Amazon, perfect example, gigantic powerhouse, how they missed out on this opportunity. And then Apple and all their products and with their Apple TV and everything else, they all missed the fucking boat.
Yeah, they did. They sure did.
And it's so funny that this news story just popped up on my damn phone.
What, the Roku thing?
Look, literally, just now, Google goes nuclear against Roku by adding YouTube TV. I reported it first, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so coming from the TV and streaming industry and the telecom, that was a very interesting story for me, and apparently now it's hitting the wires. So now that's hilarious. And they say
you talked about it first,
and they say this is proof right here on air that they're listening to our conversations.
Well, that'd be good if they were listening.
They are, clearly.
Okay, that'd be good if they were listening, and then Google or whatever, they can, never mind. What's next? Is that it?
I think that's it for the stories.
Wow.
We
actually went through all the stories.
I tried to tell you. I was like, dude.
Wait, hold on. We didn't go through the Chinese rocket.
Oh, yeah. Well, I kind of touched on it when I was joking about the extended car warranty.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about the rocket.
Chinese rocket debris crashed the Earth this weekend.
Oh, is this weekend?
Yeah.
Would have been better if it was 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, that'd be hell
bombs
badass.
bursting in air.
Hell yeah. They say that the tiny chance of debris could hit New York or L.A. or Madrid, Rio, Nigerian capital, or
so what happened with this rocket?
Beijing.
And how the fuck did it?
It will more likely land in an ocean or a wilderness.
In the wilderness.
In the wilderness.
The wilderness.
I don't know what I think it lost communications with China. I imagine that.
So this just goes to show what happens when things are made in China.
I think our mics are made in China, aren't they?
They could probably turn them off and mute them at any fucking minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, that'd be Facebook, too. What the fuck?
Look at the name on the damn mic. You know it's made in China. It's not like it's named Joe or Fred.
It's Xingyu.
Xingyu.
Yeah, that's China.
That's Chinese.
Or is that Japanese? No, it's China.
It's definitely China.
You got some kids over there that put this microphone together.
Probably. They did an all right job.
Yeah, they did an okay job. That's okay. That's all right. I hate that. I hate that they have that over there.
They have what?
The sweatshops.
Oh, yeah. Where they make all these products and everything.
Yeah, they make all those products and all that. I mean...
Well, I hate the fact that us U.S. companies are allowing that to happen. You know what I mean? Like, we're using that labor. I mean, we're just as guilty as they are for having it.
Yeah. And I know
we're the ones signing their fucking paycheck. That's ridiculous.
And I know that there's some airplanes that goes in that El Salvador and gets seat checked. So
seat checked, what does that mean?
Seat checked is thorough maintenance check.
In El Salvador?
Yep.
So their thorough check is probably our just like
yeah, looks good.
Yep, looks good. All right.
Just kind of look up in the wheel well. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, everything's all together.
Kick it a few times. Yep, solid.
Kick the tires. Yeah, still got hydrogen in it.
Feels like tires.
Yeah.
So the tires had hydrogen in them?
And what?
The tires have hydrogen in them?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a bomb?
No. Just bounce.
Why wouldn't they put nitrogen? Hydrogen is an explosive.
You know what? It could be nitrogen.
That makes more sense.
There you go.
I don't work for the airline
It's
industry.
been so long since I've been out there.
It's common. I'm just that common sense.
It's that common sense. Shit, I ain't fucking got it anymore, man. I ain't got no damn common sense. I'm just like my kid's mother.
No,
got no common sense.
I know Toyota for a while. They were using nitrogen to put in car tires because apparently what?
No. Go ahead. Keep.
Oh, I was gonna say because apparently I guess it leaks less and you get better, get your better miles per gallon.
Right.
But none of my Toyotas have ever had any nitrogen in their tires. What are you doing over there, Patrick?
What?
Squirrel.
Nitrogen.
Bam!
That's what it is.
Fucking nailed it. I don't even work for the fucking airlines.
They're
that would be
definitely
like,
not filled with air.
Because that would be like one big fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Boom.
What did I say?
You said hydrogen.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Hydrogen is explosive.
They're usually inflated with nitrogen to minimize expansion and contraction from extreme changes in ambient temperature and pressure experienced during the flight.
Yep.
Yeah. My bad.
It's all good. We didn't want to be fake news.
I haven't been there. I had to fact check.
I'm glad you fact checked, brother.
Yeah. Well, it started bugging me.
You're like
again.
You're like, this motherfucker can't be right. He don't know shit about airplanes.
No.
He does know about tires, though.
He knows about tires. And airplanes are designed to float, by the way, too.
They are?
Hell yeah. Didn't
Just
you see the
tires?
U.S. Air 1549? Was that it? 1549?
So you're saying, but if the fuselage is not intact, is it designed to float?
If they land right, like Sully did,
Yeah.
they're designed to float.
Right.
Yeah.
If the fuselage is still intact,
They're still designed to float.
it'll float.
Yeah.
Now,
If the tail come off, no, it won't.
thank you. That's exactly where I was going.
I can see that. And that's why I said what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't you watched Airport 77? No, just kidding. Where the 747 crashes into the water and it floats and then it just goes down and they're sealed and they're losing all the oxygen and everything.
I have not seen that.
You haven't seen it?
Is it a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a movie.
I didn't know if it was a real life event because you said 77, so I was like, well, did this happen in 1977 or?
No, they just came out with movies like that.
Got you.
It was a guy that directed Poseidon Adventure, Towering Inferno, all the other airport, like Airport 75, Airport 77, 79, that was it. 79 was about the Concorde. Because when the Concorde came out.
Yeah, whatever happened to Concorde?
Yeah,
I always wanted to fly on one of those. Almost had an opportunity with.
They took it out of service in 2000, and their last flight was a crash.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Well, that ain't
so
good.
Yeah, and I remember that one, and I remember the one. What was it? November 13th of 2001. Was it the 13th or the 12th? I don't know. One of those. 12th or the 13th that a 767 took off from LaGuardia right behind a 747 and took off a little too soon, and it took off their tail and they crashed into Queens.
Damn.
It was a jet blast from the 74. Yeah, because the only reason I remember that is because of the time mom.
Because of what?
Because of mom.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, she died on the 11th, and funeral was on the 13th. That's the only way. That's the only way I remember that. And then I remember American 191 out of Chicago. I was in 5th grade when that happened. One of the worst air disasters in the U.S. besides 191 in DFW. So,
Yeah.
All right. What else? What else we got?
That's it, brother.
Is that it?
That's all we got. That's what I was saying, man. We need to pull more stories.
Shit.
It's amazing how fast. I mean, we even played video clips and stuff, and we still.
I didn't realize that. I mean, it can go that fast. Shit.
Yeah, it does, man. Time flies when you have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I mean, hell, we even had weather. We had.
Oh yeah, we even commented on Lena's and Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed Chris all my alcohol right here. See, look. If he's still watching, there's all my alcohol.
Nice.
Yeah. I just don't have weed.
No.
I can't do that right now.
Speaking of that.
What?
So Raymond calls me up.
Oh God.
He calls me up and he goes, "Hey man, do you happen to have a Instapot?" And I'm like, "Well, I had an Instapot, but I haven't been able to find it in like 6 months or whatever." And he goes, "Dude, I got this Instapot. I think it's yours at my house." And he goes, "I don't understand." I was like, "What do you mean you don't understand?" He goes, "Dude, I've been putting seeds in there all week long. What setting do I put to like make it grow Instapot?"
God, really? That's. Oh my God.
That's right.
I want some weed, man. I want some weed, man. There ain't nothing instant about this.
So now I have to go over there and show him how it's done.
Show him how
I get my Instapot back.
Right.
Like, yeah, let me show you how it works, bro. Goes in my trunk.
It goes into your trunk.
Works now, perfect.
Take those damn seeds out too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the line or anything. Everything's at my house except for the damn Instapot.
No, yeah.
Fuck. I forgot I brought it over there to his house during the Ice-Mageddon, speaking of which.
Of what?
We were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently I just left everything over there.
Well.
Left my cooler over there, left my crock pot or my Instapot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit, he was the only one that had power.
Yeah, he was the only one that had power. I had power where I was at.
Yeah, well, shut up.
Because I think, you know what? I think that I was on the same power grid as a hospital.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you at? Were you
I was
local?
over there. I was in Denton.
Oh, you were in Denton?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, most hotels and stuff have generators.
No. No, because when I was driving by, you know, there was hotels on the side. I think it's right before Buc-ee's or after Buc-ee's.
Yeah. Well, there's some right here.
And over there, over
on the
behind,
corner.
Yeah, behind.
Like
oh, they were out.
Lake Dallas Point and all those were out.
Yeah, over there where the QT is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were out. That hotel was out. But everybody over there by Medical City or Denton Medical City and the Heart Hospital
Uh-huh.
and all that. They were all good. They didn't turn off any apartments though, not from what I saw, because Molly never lost power.
Kayla never lost power. A lot of people that I
Right.
know that live in apartments never.
They
lost
never
power.
lost.
What the fuck?
You know,
Here I am, no power.
no power for 5 freaking days. You know,
God, it sucked. Yeah.
so
Well, luckily my house wasn't as bad as my 2 neighbors.
that's true.
Who, luckily I turned my water off and they did not. So their water kept running and running and running and running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just surprised that your pool survived.
Dude, that amazes me. That was one of the first things. You remember, right?
Yeah.
As soon as that equipment stopped,
I remember.
within like an hour, it was frozen. I was like, holy shit. Because, they always tell you, leave your pool running. And it's like, literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Because an hour of it not running, it was completely frozen. I was like, holy
Right.
fuck. But yeah, I don't know how that survived. I don't know how with all that equipment, the salt water, the robot that's in the pool. Like, I don't know how all that survived.
Well,
That blows my mind.
maybe it was the salt,
That's the only thing I could think of. It had to have been the salt.
or somebody was on your side.
Right?
Well, I'm already going to give him enough shit in his house. I don't think I would give him the pool shit either. So.
Well, both of them still have yet to get their pools fixed.
Wow.
Yeah. Because apparently, I guess. Oh, and then this is the other thing I heard. Speaking of pools.
What?
So apparently, this summer there's a national chlorine shortage. Did you know those 2 hurricanes?
Yeah.
That hit.
Mm-hmm.
That both hit in
Yeah.
Lake Charles.
Yeah.
Apparently, Lake Charles is where 90% of chlorine is the tablets and everything.
Wow.
So I was like, who would have thought me converting it to a freaking saltwater pool would have been?
Everybody's going to be coming over here. Going,
Right?
"Hey, man, can we use your pool?
Can I use your pool?
You talk behind my back. You're a backstabbing little asshole. No, you can't. Sorry.
So I talked to my parents about that, and I was like, so what are y'all using? Because their tablets are few and far between. Apparently they're using liquid chlorine, and so I think what Raymond and stuff is using too now is the liquid chlorine as well.
Right.
So, but I think it takes more of that in order to do the same thing the tablets does.
Yeah.
Plus, the tablets are like a slow dissolve, so it's kind of like
Right.
yeah, slow release. So it kind of keeps your chemicals and keeps everything stable for longer.
Oh, so you aren't. Yeah. Yeah.
Versus you just dump a bunch of liquid in there. How long is that gonna last before it dissipates?
No, it's not going to last long.
No.
No. Mm-mm. I think. No,
think what?
I don't want it. Well,
I'm drinking the nastiest shit on the planet. Oh,
this ain't bad. Crown Apple.
that's great with Sprite.
Crown.
I don't even like
Royal
Sprite.
Apple.
Sierra Mist is good with too.
Is it?
Yeah,
Wonder what this tastes like.
amazing.
I don't know.
I got some big Scotch rocks downstairs.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and a nice little sniffer.
Then I might just have a drink of that.
Yeah,
Mm.
right now or later or
Later. Not right now. Not right now. After
was
we get
gonna
off
say-
the air.
because all that shit's downstairs. So-
And then this makes me want to have a latte and just put this in there.
Dude, you should bring that downstairs. Coffee in the morning.
Fuck yeah, man.
Make some quadruple espresso.
And get drunk off coffee.
Doesn't it? Do you'd be surprised that and some little bit of vodka and will yeah.
Hell
Start
yeah.
the day off right.
Maybe it'll help me finish my story. It'll be all fucked up, you know.
No, it's funny about that the whole coffee thing. So when I was 21, I had my first corporation, and one of the concepts that I was building actually was where Pete's Piano Bar is in Addison Improv. right there in basically the heart of Addison. It saw about 82,000 cars per day in front of the building. So I owned the entire bottom floor. So above it was Pete's Piano Bar, and then there was Addison Improv. So as far as foot traffic, it was like a hot spot. So it was perfect location, right?
Yeah.
So I got the whole bottom floor. I had 2 patents going into it, one of which was, you ever been to Subway? You know how they have all like the ingredients for your sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
You start at one end, right, and you work your way. I had the same similar concept, but it was for like drinks. So it was like you choose your alcohol and you work your way. But it was like, imagine Starbucks meets like a bar.
Right.
So you can walk your way, you can get your Godiva chocolate liqueur, you can get, Tito's vodka, you can get all this stuff, and you get it added. And then by the time you get to the end, where they actually have the barista and all this other stuff, but then the cool thing is that folded down, and then it became a bar top. So that's where the patent was.
Yeah.
It was a utility patent. Then the other thing was... so I had this whole like concept and everything, and then you ever had boba tea? You know what boba tea is? With those little, it's like a Asian type tea.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's got some of it has like the little balls or whatever inside of it, and you have like the gigantic boba tea straw that's like super thin.
You said balls.
Oh, we finally said balls this episode.
All right, go ahead.
We went an hour and 37 minutes without saying
without,
balls, but
without
somehow
saying balls.
balls gets in. So anyway, I met with this company in Addison. Squirrel.
Yeah.
And they were new to the market, and they were bringing boba tea into Addison area and everything else, right?
Uh-huh.
So I met with them. They had a system that could seal the cups, right? Because with boba tea, you seal it and then you stab it with a straw or whatever,
right,
and you drink it.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Kind of like an adult Capri Sun.
Uh-huh.
So the reason why I needed that was because, you ever been to the bank?
Then, yeah.
Drive through?
Yeah, I've been to the bank.
You know how they have the tubes?
Oh, yeah.
Thing?
Yeah.
I had a patent for doing that same thing, but...
You lost.
With cups. Those cups. So I needed to have the cups sealed, right?
Uh-huh.
So basically, I could send a coffee drink or any type of alcohol drink anywhere in the building,
right,
to you,
mm-hmm.
and you could order it from a kiosk. So this wasn't when I was 21. So that was almost 20 years ago, and still to this day, this does not exist. And if anybody knows anything about patents, they only last for so long, and so it's no longer patentable. However, you heard it on here.
Get it repatented.
I own that shit.
Get it repatented then.
Yeah, I will eventually. But that's why I was saying this, because I know if Chris was on here, he'd because him and I talk, business strategy and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah.
So and so let me fast forward. So I was talking with the executives at 7-Eleven, because they're a local company, right? And they've started recently going gangbuster, like building all these concept flagship stores and all that stuff.
Right.
And I give them kudos for reinventing and reimagining your company and not being stuck in the ways you've been doing business for 50, 100 years, whatever. So I met with the guy, and I told him about my patent, and I told him about what I did, and he goes, "Oh my God." And I was like, "What?" And he goes,
"That sounds like a good idea."
No, he was like, "I want to do that."
Right.
I was like, "Let's talk." Because I was like, if you're going to do it, you're going to need somebody that has the knowledge and everything that you need to make it happen. Because
right.
I have all that. And come to find out recently, the company that does the tubes is right here locally in Lake Dallas. So I'm like,
that's cool.
I'm like, what are the fucking chances of this?
Right.
But the amount of the level of stuff that goes along with it that I obviously haven't talked about is like, it's if you ever saw it, literally people would come on vacation just to come look at this thing, because it's that amazing. Like, think Space Mountain.
Yeah.
But for your drink. Yeah. Or,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, or food or whatever. And then the cool thing is you never have to wait in line. You just order, product and it comes to you. It's
Right.
really fucking simple.
Well, get it done, man. Shit.
I ain't got millions. That's why I try to partner with companies that got millions and billions that can make it happen.
Right.
That's always been my biggest problem is I come up with ideas. I come up with these innovative, creative things that have never been done. But I don't have the capital to build it. And but I have the knowledge. I have the design. I can build it. Like I can
Well,
draw
don't tell anybody about it. Don't tell nobody about
Fucking, I'm
nothing.
tired of holding all this shit in, man.
Don't tell nobody about nothing, man. Because what they'll do is
The problem is if I
they'll take
don't
the
tell
idea
nobody
and
about
steal it
nothing,
and run with it.
then I die, and guess what? All these secrets die with me. That's the
Okay,
problem.
there you go. That's the
Well,
best. That's the best way, man.
Then it'll be another 20 years, another 40 years before somebody finally fucking.
Well, who
figures it out.
cares? I mean, it's your idea. So why go out and go tell people about your idea and have them have a chance to fucking just steal it from you? And dude, you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying.
So don't give all these big corporations the idea. Let them fucking come up with all the bullshit because they go by the book, man.
Well, yes and no.
Well, I know a few companies that go by the book and it just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is what I learned in college 30, 40 years ago, and this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I want to hire $150,000 managers.
Yeah.
That you don't fucking need them.
Right.
No, I don't want to get into that.
Well, no, like to your point, I worked for a company called USAA, very, very large company.
Hey, Tarico, what's up? Can you hear me? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So working for USAA, my first couple days on the job, I literally sat and went through everything. They showed me the business, they showed me the model, they showed me the project, and I literally said, "Well, what about doing this?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "It's funny you said that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, why is that?" And they go, "We just paid $1.5 million to this company called Big Frog for them to tell us the exact same thing."
Oh yeah.
And I'm like going, should have hired me sooner, first of all. Second of all, so literally the first week, I was telling them stuff that they were just like, we've met with this company. We've, all these companies they were meeting with, were solidifying my ideas and everything else. It was
Right.
really, I mean, it was awesome because I'm like, shit, I'm not the only one that sees, these are other huge companies that do innovation and they do that sort of thing. And
yeah,
they're saying the same thing.
Well, like I said, man, don't tell nobody else about it. because I swear they'll take it.
Yeah.
They'll take it and they'll run with it and they'll.
Chris says dreams cost money. Dang, I wish I was there with you guys right now. I can't type that freaking fast. Go, Devin. No, I know, Chris. That's one of the things that it definitely drew me to you is the fact that you and I are very think outside of the box. Don't think like everybody else. And a lot of the problem with these corporations and stuff is they're so used to doing business a certain way that they think that that's going to continue, and that mentality is going to make them that much more profit and everything else along the lines, which is far from the truth, as we've seen, because obviously the dynamic, the world, and everything around it changes, so you need to change with it. It's like what I always tell investors and business owners. It's like, if you're going to have antiquated practices and become a dinosaur, then you will become extinct like a dinosaur. So it's time to update and upgrade your processes, your people, and your products. Those are the three things you have in business.
Yep. And
you've got to become aware of your competition and everything around you, and you got to be one step ahead of them. In fact, you need to be 10 steps ahead of them. Because one step is just not enough.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, look at Walmart. Walmart right now is struggling. They're struggling because they have brick and mortar and they have overhead, and they're trying to compete with Amazon, and they're trying to compete with DoorDash, and they're trying to compete with all of these mobile, conglomerates.
Right.
And they've tried to compete, but they can't.
Yeah.
They've tried to launch what is it, the Voodoo, like their you remember they did their whole video platform.
Oh yeah, the video platform.
Yeah,
Voodoo.
that bombed. They've tried all of this. They even tried the Walmart Plus. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Has anybody out there used it? Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly my point. So it's like all of these people, they go and they try to do all of this stuff, and it just like, they just can't compete because they're stuck in their ways of doing business.
Yeah. Hello, Kayla.
What's happening, Kayla? Thank you for joining us.
Yep. Thanks, Kayla.
Thanks.
Kayla.
Thanks, Carlo.
Thanks, Kayla. Teresa, Kayla. So we need to get Chris on here.
We do.
So Chris, come on.
You got to book it, brother.
Yeah, book it.
Either book it through Facebook or book it through the website. That way we can get all your information, and that way we can send you.
Book it.
We can send you a text message to confirm and do all that jazz.
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it. Because I know Chris has got ideas. I know he's got just all of this information that just needs to get out, but he just doesn't have the platform.
Well,
here's the platform.
Well, tell him to come over here and just let it all out. I'll just sit in the corner.
I'll sit in the corner and read a book.
Yeah, I'll sit in the corner and read a book. Nobody puts Sprouty in the corner, though.
It's all to the good.
It's all right, man.
Nah, we got extra mics. Well, you can stay right there.
Get Dan and Chris.
Oh, shit.
No, we just need to...
No, I wouldn't want to scare Chris off.
No, we need to leave Dan out on this one.
Yeah, Dan needs to fly solo, and I don't know why he keeps wanting to bring Tom on. I'm like, dude, fucking...
Maybe, that's the thing.
Maybe it's his security blanket. I wanted to say that. Like, I was going to say that to him tonight.
I went ahead and said it. Why are you so obsessed with Tom, man?
Yeah.
Did you see the look he gave me?
Yeah, I did. Dude, I thought you two were going to fucking duke it out. Y'all were both like...
No, it's all good.
I'm over here breaking up a fucking fight. I'm like, God damn you two motherfuckers.
He's talking about you being a neighbor and the neighbor's friend, and you're about to be my friend. I doubt it.
I know.
That was a good one.
That was good.
Yeah, because
Patrick, you're just stirring the fucking pot.
Yeah. But he doesn't get it though. Where I came from, and yeah, I think it'd be funny as shit. It would be, because
I think it'll be great on the show. I don't know if we want to put him on the show as like far as the business aspect wise, or if we just want to shoot the shit as
just shoot the shit
neighbor wise.
Just shoot the shit.
Because I think it would be very informative for the audience as far as the business side, but then at the same time, I think it would be
he'll talk business the whole damn time, man.
I know he will.
Yep, and he's one of those that will just keep going and going and going and going, and it'll just make me put my headsets down. And
here's what I think we'll do. We'll strategize. All right, we'll start out talking business, right? So that way we can use the content, whatever. Then we'll slowly get into him as a neighbor.
Yeah.
And all those quirks.
Right.
And him fucking mooning us tonight.
Oh God.
If there's anything in life that I wish I could unsee, that would be it.
Dan's ass.
Oh man.
That's when I went, oh God. No. So,
oh jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris, sign up somewhere on our website, and
booking on the website, and then on Facebook it should be like right near the top. It should be super simple, super easy.
Yeah, it'll be really easy.
And then just let us know, and then I'll message you, send me 3 pictures, that way we can build you a intro, and then we'll have you on the intro, and then we'll have you in studio, and it'll be fan-frickin-tastic.
Yeah.
And we'll even maybe save you a bottle from Patrick's stash. Or 2.
Yeah.
I'm sure by then
maybe you can have
way more.
Maybe you can have one. Yeah, maybe you can have all the bottles. The ones that I don't want you to have, I'll put them away. So.
Or just let me know what you want, and we'll go ahead and make sure we have it.
There. I just took them, and that's the one bottle that's left that you can have.
Shit, I'll take that right now.
I'm just joking.
They're Crown apples. Oh wait, you got Jim Beam apple too, huh?
Yeah, Jim Beam apple's
I haven't
good.
tried that.
Yeah, that one's good. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to drink that one all the time in Florida. Yep. And then the Crown. Yeah.
The Bailey's belongs downstairs.
Everybody hears it. There.
That's funny because you could hear the echo up the metal of these.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I was doing it. Yeah.
Mm.
So. Alrighty. Did we hit our have we hit our 2 hour mark yet?
We're about 8 minutes, 30 seconds out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We
well, what else you got?
I mean, I think we talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we did. We talked about a lot of shit.
And then we're gonna have Andy on Monday. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing we could talk about. Why we missed the last show.
Oh yeah.
Just Chris says, "Cool, I'm in. Just send the limo for me."
What brand limo? I got a Camry. I got the Camry. You can ride in the Camry.
This guy in his limo.
Right. Yeah.
All right, we'll make sure to roll out the red carpet too.
Yeah, with all of Willow's hair on it.
I know, right? it was red originally. Is she still dreaming over there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
She looks like she's trying to run.
Oh, she's facing the other direction now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
She ran full sprint and she flipped herself around.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, and the reason, like he was saying, the reason that we missed on Wednesday's podcast was because of
my mom's birthday.
Damn it!
And it was a milestone birthday, so.
What? She turned what? 50?
Can I say it? Yeah, 50. We'll go with 50.
She'll love us when we say that she's 50.
Yeah, so my mom turned 50.
Wow, she
Which
was
means that,
she was like 10 years old. She was 10 years old when she had you.
Which means I'm technically 20. If
No.
we're going by that same math.
No. Mm-mm.
Yep, I'm 20.
You've been complaining too much of You've been complaining too much that you're sore and that you hurt too much. Yeah.
I don't know what it's been the last week or so.
You wuss.
Dude, it's like the
Wait till you hit 50.
sharpest pain from like my shoulders, my elbows, and in my fucking wrists.
Well,
I don't know what the hell. Like all the joints.
Wait till you hit 50.
Fuck, I ain't waiting, man. I'm feeling the pain now. I don't want to feel it later.
Chris says that if I'm gonna be drinking Patrick's Bar, I need a driver.
No shit. Well, I'll come pick you up then.
Really?
We'll work out that.
Okay.
We'll ride the Mercedes. Hopefully it'll be nice. We'll drive the top down.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good limo for you.
There you go. Fastest limo on the planet.
Right.
Word.
Yeah. So, alrighty. You have anything else?
No.
That's it?
That's it.
Is that it?
Everybody, enjoy your weekend and be safe.
Yeah, it's supposed to storm, I guess. I think.
Yeah, it's this weather sucks. 7 days of rain.
Well,
on, so.
I mean, that's Texas weather, man.
It is what it is. Usually May is usually the worst month in Texas as far as weather. And usually May 5th is when it usually hits the worst, which is my mom's birthday. Which this year was actually the first time it was beautiful. No rain, no nothing.
Well, it hit on Molly's birthday.
Which was what, 4th?
The third.
Third, yeah. Well, yeah, which is when we had the podcast and we were outside filming tornadoes and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody else
Good times.
hunkering. Everybody else be hunkering down.
No,
and
not
all
us.
the Texans. All the Texans are out looking for it. Where is this stupid tornado? I want to get a video of it.
Yeah. Then Andy, I was facing one way and Andy was at my back facing the opposite direction. We were making sure that we weren't missing anything.
Dude,
because there was
look at
rotation
this.
to the left of us and behind us. So
Yeah.
we're going, how the fuck do we watch both places at the same time?
Yeah. Yep. That happens a lot at the airport.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What, hurricanes? I mean, tornadoes?
Tornadoes. Not tornadoes, but rotation and microburst.
I bet, but y'all have the
runways.
radar and y'all have you have that stuff that
They had
is
it.
right?
Yeah, they had it, and they have it on the airplanes too. So
Oh, do they? The wind shear or what is
with
it?
wind shear,
Yeah.
wind shear, microburst, same thing.
Yeah.
Well, actually, nah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, all that shit came out after 191 and 85.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy that it took that in order for them to know that they needed it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Instead of being proactive, that was reactive.
Yep.
So once again, going back to companies.
That's the feds for you.
God, that's what drives me nuts about companies, man. They just do everything fucking.
And
backwards.
you know that everybody in the smoking section of that airplane survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? Smoking section was the rear.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Smoking section was at the back of the airplane of
Bro, I
L10
remember when
11.
it was the whole fucking plane was smoking section. There was no smoking section. It was just the whole plane.
Yeah, well, you know,
God, man.
you had some early Karens at that time.
Yeah.
Nobody really give a shit what they said during that time, during the 80s, 70s, and 80s.
Yeah.
And now they care.
I'm just trying to remember, like, when we flew to, like, Australia, New Zealand, and all that sort of stuff. I'm trying to remember if it was smoking or non. I think it was non. Like
It was probably non because they passed everything.
Yeah, I think
they passed everything in 90.
Yeah, so I was 18, so that would have been 16, so 96. So when did you say 90s?
Yeah, in the early 90s,
Yep.
that's when they switched
Makes
everything.
perfect
I think it
sense.
was 89. It might be 89.
But I do remember when we flew to New York and Buffalo a lot. We used to fly like 2 to 3 times a year. Yeah, my parents used to smoke, and then everybody on the plane fucking smoked.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yep.
Patrick, didn't you just take a nap?
Nope. I kept thinking about that fucking salad I made, man.
Where is that salad? Are you going to eat it afterwards?
Probably.
You should have brought that salad and let it make a guest appearance on this show. Shit looked great. It was like fucking that hot.
Yeah. I got if I'm not gonna eat any of it tonight, I need to put something over it. So
Yeah.
I'll eat tomorrow.
Just remember to eat it, because the problem with you is you put stuff in the refrigerator and you forget about it.
Really? You're saying this online?
Yeah. Everybody needs to know. Patrick is terrible.
No, they don't. No, I'll eat it because I've been fucking.
I know you've been craving it. So
I've been
therefore
craving
you
a
probably
fucking
will
salad, man. I have no idea why. At least it's kind of healthy, though. Salad.
Kind of.
I don't know if the dressing that I'm using is healthy, but
yeah,
jalapeno
ranch.
Yeah, jalapenos and cheese. Well, cheese isn't healthy; it'll still clog my arteries.
Yep.
Yeah, but as long as I keep taking my medication, I think I'm okay.
All right, now you're making me hungry.
Go down there and make you a fucking salad, dude.
All right, man. I'm gonna make something, but I doubt it's gonna be a salad.
I'll probably end up eating the rest of that fucker. Oh shit!
All right, everybody. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you on Monday. We will have Andy Henning in the studio again, and Patrick Martin, and myself, Devin G. Ewert. Feel free to go check out our website. Go ahead and book, either on Facebook or on our website. And also go check out our store and go buy some stuff. And that way you can send us some pictures of you modeling it. And then, who knows, we might surprise you with a gift card and a thank you. Anyway, the rest of y'all have a great night, and we will catch you next time.
See y'all Monday.
See y'all Monday, y'all.
Later.
Deuce.